Before you go on to pat Patrick Mahomes on the back for his brilliant play on the field, we think you should give some credit to his teacher as well. And we don't mean Patrick's coach. Nope, we're talking about Alex Smith, the Chiefs' former quarterback. Join us as we tell you exactly how influential Smith was during Mahomes' rookie year. And while we're at it, we'll be acquainting you with Patrick's family as well. First up, Alex takes Mahomes under his wing. Patrick Mahomes' life turned around the day the Kansas City Chiefs picked him as their 10th overall pick in the first round of the 2017 NFL Draft. And sure did want him, all considering the money and effort that they went to grab him from the Texas Tech Red Raiders. To refresh your memory, they traded up in the draft, left out the better rated prospect from the Clemson Tigers, Deshaun Watson, and chose him. Now, the decision did surprise a lot of folks, us included, because the Chiefs had star quarterback Alex Smith after all, and he's no joke. Smith was selected to 3 Pro Bowls in 5 years, and he made 4 appearances in the NFL playoffs over the same years as well. Now, if we were in Alex's place, we would feel disrespected and, flat out shun the new guy who's clearly coming for our job. But that's not what Alex did. No sir, he took the high road and actually took Patrick under his wing. Next, the rookie treatment in the NFL. Now, there are no clear rules about how to welcome a rookie to the team. The logical step seems to have the new guy on as a backup for a while so he can get a lay of the land. But other times, they put him right on the field, taking the learn on the way approach. And what did they do with Patrick Mahomes? Well, the former. Chiefs head coach Andy Reid told both Smith and Mahomes that Alex will be staying the starter, and that put Patrick on the sidelines. Now, this could have been a bone of contention between the two, but it wasn't. The two happily accepted their coach's decision, and what do you know? It all worked out in the end. Alex bagged another appearance at the Pro Bowl the following year. The whole time, Patrick was taking notes. The best part is that Smith was an active teacher for Mahomes, which in the long run did the Chiefs a whole lot of good. You see, Alex was traded to the Washington Commanders during the 2017 NFL season. In other words, the Chiefs lost their star player, but they had the perfect guy to take his place. After all, he learned from the master himself, and Patrick didn't disappoint anyone. He's managed to make it to the AFC Championship in his first 4 years with 2 Super Bowl appearances. Now, to mention that shiny NFL MVP trophy and Super Bowl MVP award in his trophy case. Moving on, what does the coach have to say? Of course, if you want proof of Smith's great mentorship, then you can hear it straight from Coach Andy Reid's mouth. Back in May this year, Reid sat down for an interview with the Kansas City Star, and he revealed that he told Alex to go out and have the greatest year he's ever had, and that he doesn't have to teach Pat. Reid justified himself by saying that that's what the coaches were there for. Smith's job is to go out and win games. Now, what's surprising is that even after being left off the hook by the coach, Smith decided to do it anyways. In Reid's words, he was the greatest thing that ever happened to Patrick Mahomes. According to the Chiefs head coach, Alex let Mahomes into his world, and he did that without being forced to do it. At the same time, Patrick was more than ready to receive guidance as well. He didn't step in Alex's way. He respected him, and in the end, it worked out well for everyone. Coming up, the biggest controversies surrounding the Mahomes family. Patrick Mahomes might be in the papers for his stellar skills on the field, but there's another reason as well, and those are not good ones. Too often than not, Pat's been the talk of the two for something that his family pulled, specifically his brother, Jackson Mahomes, and his wife, Brittany Mahomes. In fact, one source in a now deleted tweet from Rich Orenberger from Fox Sports Radio talked about how the 27-year-old thinks that his wife and his brother have become a distraction and their sideline antics have become bad for his brand. Now, the quarterback did deny this claim, but one thing's for sure, this family sure does keep us entertained. So why not take a look at their most controversial moments? First up, Brittany gets candid on social media. Brittany has been Patrick's #1 fan for a long time. From coming to his games to cheering him on, she's been in his corner. But sometimes she gets carried away by it all. After all, she's picked a fight with the NFL referees more than once now. Yep, that's right. Back in 2021, when the Buffalo Bills destroyed the Chiefs, she tweeted about how the refs were ever in their favor. Brittany wrote, "Refs are never in our favor, ever. I said what I said, y'all are so mad." In another tweet, she addressed a fan and said, "In the nicest way possible, shut up." Yikes. Overboard much. Next, Patrick Mahomes' mother is mad. Back in September of 2020, during the Chiefs game with the Baltimore Ravens, Randy Mahomes decided to go toe-to-toe with the NFL announcers. She tweeted, "If this announcer doesn't stop calling my Pat ugh, I may scream, LOL, hashtag help." Now, before you pounce on the poor woman for throwing a tantrum, she has a legitimate reason. You see, Randy Mahomes had been married to former Major League Baseball pitcher Patrick "Pat" Mahomes before she divorced him in 2006. We know the same names, but you see, Randy had it all worked out. The baseball player goes by Pat and the NFL player goes by Patrick. Randy just wanted the NFL announcers to get that memo, and boy, did she make sure. ESPN broadcaster Louis Riddick apologized to her. Well, good for her, but it did put Patrick in a weird position of having to explain his mom's outburst to everyone. Now, Jackson Mahomes' public water fight. We love water fights, but this is one time we're not fans. Jackson Mahomes found himself in a lot of trouble when a video of apparently opening a water bottle and emptying it over some Baltimore Ravens fans started making rounds on the internet. The video raised a lot of questions, and the running story was that the fans taunted Jackson following the Chiefs' loss to their team, and he took that personally. However, things really hit the fan when the younger Mahomes brother took to Twitter to respond to the internet. He wrote, "They were thirsty." You can imagine the backlash that followed soon after. Of course, the real trouble was for Patrick, who had to step in to cool the situation down. He jumped to his younger brother's defense and said that he's been good at trying not to respond to that stuff. He takes a lot, and he's usually pretty good at it, but he'll learn to stay away from those people as best as he can. Well, for his sake, we sure hope so. Next, Britney sprays champagne on fans. Unfortunately, there is no end to the spraying incidents. Only this time, it's Patrick's wife, Britney. Yes, that's right. When the Chiefs defeated the Buffalo Bills in overtime in a playoff game, Britney got a little too excited, opened a champagne bottle, and sprayed it all over the fans at Arrowhead Stadium. She later posted the video on Twitter, and you can imagine how that turned out. Finally, Jackson tries to kiss a woman. Unfortunately, Jackson didn't learn from his sins, because sometime later, he was back in the papers and for worse reasons. Earlier this year, a video started making rounds on the internet where Jackson could be seen doing one of his TikTok dance routines with a woman. He's a TikToker, by the way. Now, there's nothing wrong with particularly dancing with someone, but in this video, the apparent birthday boy walks up to the woman, grabs her head, and tries to kiss her. Unfortunately, she didn't return his advances and quickly pulled away. Worst of all, the video was captioned, "It's my birthday." We're gonna give you a moment to digest all of that. Jackson was attacked on social media as expected, but he didn't respond to any of it. Worst of all, he'd been slammed sometime before for another TikTok video, one where he was captured riding a mechanical bull with a woman. There was nothing wrong with the first one, but some days later, Jackson posted another video, captioning it Part 2 because you guys loved Part 1 so much. Yeah, Big Brother Patrick needs to have a talk with Jackson soon. Alright, that's a wrap for this video. What do you think of Smith's mentorship? Do you think Alex did a good job? Let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Bye now.